We interrupt the adventures of Ice Horse to bring you this important racism.
Did Tinkerbell just do red face? Did I sign off on that? Oh shit, we're live.
Before you enter this realm, I'd like to read this dedication, which will be inscribed on a plaque.
Welcome to Universal Studio. Okay, who's the wise ass?
We experience the story of our country's past. The color,
White, namely.
drama of frontier America as it developed from wilderness trails to roads, riverboats, railroads, and civilization. A tribute to the faith.
Are they playing him off?
And also I'd like to
Just take your award and get out!
And made this progress possible.
And this is Frontierland.
Mr. Disney, tear down this door.
Has created a frontier village that could have been carved out of the wilderness 100 years ago.
Back when my policies were relevant.
The flag, flying over the stockade, has 13 stars, commemorating America's first period.
When America became a woman.
Are you there, God? It's me, America.
Shoot the flag, it's getting away!
That volley signals the arrival of a wagon train.
Originally titled Star Trek to Earth.
To travel through the gates of time.
I've always hated donkeys for some reason.
And now, inside Frontierland to Art Linkletter.
Adjusting his bustle.
Where's Reagan? I gotta impress Jodie Foster.
It took us 100 years, but we finally made it to California. Kinda sucks.
Art Linkletter, where the hell are you?
Conestoga wagons, riders, and all off the big Main Street parade. They're going on into the stagecoach country. Yes, sir, there's little Annie Oakley, and there are the special horses.
They take remedial whinnying.
Bred by Walt Disney. And Danny Thomas, the cameras are in the other direction, Danny.
Oh, now you're an expert on where the cameras are pointed.
Kids, there goes a Wells Fargo type stagecoach with Gail Storm and her kids inside. And what do you think of this, Robert?
Great.
Who are you and where are my
Printing
parents?
special?
Davy Crockett.
Well, Davy Crockett ought to be around here someplace. In the meantime, let's take a look.
He's got a gun!
Anyone else want to be a hero? Huh?
And down there's the Davy Crockett Museum.
We keep him chained to the wall like a wild animal. He loves it.
Oh, it's fine, but where's Davy Crockett?
Where's Davy Crockett? Well, he's out someplace where the Indians are.
India?
And there's the Frontier Trading Post. Isn't that exciting, Robert?
Yeah, it sure is, but I still don't know where Davy Crockett is.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to give you this gun, Robert.
Just fire randomly into the crowd. We'll find him eventually.
I'll bring Davy Crockett. Another one. There it goes.
He just shot down those planes we couldn't see.
I think we're going to see Davy Crockett very shortly. Keep your eyes on those hills.
Missing his goddamn cue.
This was before tourist traps had to have things.
It's Davy in the lead with Buddy Epson close behind. Screaming Eagle coming up on the far outside. Red Devil and National Velvet in the back of the field with Lucifer's Rose leading the way to the backstretch. And here comes the winner!
Fiddle Bomb.
Hi, Davy.
Hi, Davy.
And Russell, too. Come on over here, fellas. You're a little late getting in.
A wizard is never
On
late.
the trail someplace. Hiya, Pass. What happened?
I died 119 years ago. What more do you want from me?
Yeah, there was too much paint, too. War paint.
Damn aluminum powder. Screw you, Jack Haley.
Kitchen to lift our scalps.
Well, what did you do?
Well, I got out old Betsy, but before I could draw a bead on the chief, Georgia here spilled his canteen on my gunpowder.
But enough about Walt's orgy last night.
From a tomahawk. Dang that the head didn't come right off in my hand. So there we was. No dry gunpowder, no tomahawk, and all the time them redskins was creeping closer and closer.
Grandpa, stop telling Vietnam stories. We're trying to eat.
Oh, you were a goner, Davy. What'd you do?
Nothing?
Turns out they're real nice fellers once you actually talk to them. Our fault for being on their land, really. We shared some peyote, saw the faces of our respective gods, but again, enough about Walt's orgy. Anyway, who are you?
Tell another story, Davy.
Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my... Oh.
My leave from town, I aimed a grin, a wildcat down. The beast and I began to stare. Was a growling grizzly bear.
On the Big Rock Candy Mountain.
Oh, God, he shot Dumbo!
One and only Betsy, I can travel far and wide with Betsy by my side.
With Pepsi by my side?
This is a gun that did it, folks.
Tell them about when you went to gather whittling sticks.
No, you're not the boss of me.
I got myself into a fix. I was picking whittling sticks.
Then one day I was shooting at some food, and up through the ground came a bubbling crude.
I'm selling her on Etsy.
Disneyland, the friendliest fire on earth.
This is what Wayne LaPierre thinks about when he touches himself.
Hey, Davey, tell him about the trouble you had with the engine.
Oh! Damn it, my white guilt's flaring up again. Anyone got any Gold Bond?
Sprayed off skins for bought and goods.
Put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama! Life had just begun!
So, he's literally murdering people now. The first ever song and dance number performed at the world's greatest family theme park was a song about murdering people.
Hey, only a good guy with a song and dance number can stop a bad guy with a song and dance number.
Just another Tuesday at Sarah Palin's house.
Hello, police. There's a bunch of people dancing with guns.
Are they white?
Yeah, but...
Sir, this number's for emergencies only.
You know, this is pretty impressive when you realize these are all just random guests.
Me old 12 gauge, me old 12 gauge. You better never bother with me old 12 gauge.
Only 7 choreographers were manslaughtered in rehearsals.
Whoa! Gunnalingus.
Shoot your partner, step in time. Shoot your partner, step in time. Hide the body, hide the crime. Shoot your partner, step in time.
Only time I draw my gun, believe me, it is not in fun. Shoot it
Ah, it's a flashback from The Shining.
like Red Liberty.
Oh God, he shot Peter Pan!
Now we'll really never grow up.
Committing genocide.
And no one ever argued about guns again.
Oh God, he shot Walt!
Quick, freeze him!
Well, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Now, look, there are a lot of wonderful rides here in Pioneerland.
Pioneerland, soon to be bought out by Popeye's Land.
And there's some little kids over there waiting for a mule ride. Fess, buddy...
Wait, are we in character or not?
...by going over and putting them on the mule ride for the first time.
Yeah, you never forget the first time you ride an ass.
Dude!
What?
We'll return to Frontierland.
Must we?
The Golden Horseshoe, to Old New Orleans, and the maiden
What?
voyage of the Mississippi Riverboat, the Mark Twain, in just a moment.
Seriously, what?
Wouldn't a golden horseshoe weigh hundreds of pounds and really hurt the horse?
Well, it's mostly for shows.
Yes, sir. This is Bob Cummings again.
Try thinking about baseball.
This letter has just gone down to the landing.
Disneyland, hosted by Porky Person.
Boat Mark Twain on his maiden voyage. But before we join him, I'd like to have you see Slewfoot Sue's
Life ain't easy for a Slewfoot Sue.
show place of the frontier. You know, in the folklore of the Old West, there were so many legends that were real, and they became men.
What? Does he not know where humans come from? It's kinda in his last name.
The girlfriend of Pecos Bill, the tallest man of the tallest tale.
A man so tall, legend says the Looney Tunes dragged him underground to help them defeat space aliens. But they lost, so we own him now.
Let's go inside and see what's happening, huh?
Cause we can't get canned!
Can't get canned!
Cause we can't get canned!
Here we are now. Entertain us.
C'est
I
wrong.
tell you, Slewfoot Sue boasts the longest little bar in the entire wide world.
The entire wide world. Yeah, I've had a few myself. What of it? Damn snarky douchebags mocking my good name.
There's the stage.
Ow!
And
Ow!
the orchestra,
Ow!
like in the
Ow!
old days.
Finisher!
Up
Fatality!
above me, I don't think you can see them, is Ken Murray and his wife, Betty Lou. And, of course, there's General Clarence Shoup and Mrs. Shoup, who's Julie Bishop, an old leading lady of mine.
Ah, banged her.
Those gorgeous, those girls doing the can-can. And the audience is so enthusiastic here, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know what enthusiastic means.
Is also 5'8",
Oh, thank God they cut away. We almost saw buttocks.
especially by Walt Disney for this old dance hall of the old days.
Welcome to the one and only original country human jamboree.
We'll be down.
Yeah, if she ain't singing about a gun, I ain't interested.
Oh, that whistle you hear, ladies and gentlemen, means that the Mark Twain is ready down at the dock. We don't want to miss the launching ceremony.
Yeah, to hell with this dance they rehearsed. We gotta go meet Bodie McBoatface.
Oh, hi, Mark Twain.
Meanwhile, Tom Hanks and J.K. Simmons are trying to tunnel their way in.
A stern wheel riverboat, something most living Americans have never seen.
And never will if I have anything to say about it.
Mississippi, 50 years ago and more. And Walt Disney has built this great, big, beautiful, authentic stern wheel.
Yeah, he personally hammered every nail with his own 2 hands, sure.
$250,000 worth of boat that hasn't been built in America for 50 years. Loaded with gay and carefree, happy passengers.
Yep, back in the 50s, gay people didn't have a care in the world.
All paneled in special woods, ready for the parties of the year. And incidentally, Walt Disney and his wife Lily celebrated their 30th anniversary last Wednesday, right here in a special party aboard the Mark Twain.
But he was late for their anniversary, so she gave Chip and Dale their picnic basket.
Lady and famous star whom Mr. Disney has asked to christen the Mark Twain. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Irene Dunn.
Have you adjusted that goddamn bustle yet?
How are you? It's listing.
It's listing a little because it'll be shoving off in a moment.
Yes, well, this is an authentic stern wheeler.
It's only friends with couples.
5 feet long.
Well, how do you know all this?
Women aren't allowed to
I
know.
used to be supervising general of steamships in America, and my grandfather used to build boats like this.
I'll bet your dad would love to be here today, up there standing by the
I
wheelhouse.
can almost see him standing up there now.
Wait a minute, that is him! He's gonna jump!
Just as though it were the greatest place in the world.
Well, now, Miss Dunn, you're holding a very special bottle here in your arm.
It contains a magic liquid that makes all the pain go away.
It contains waters from all the leading rivers in America.
Why is it only half full?
I had to get through that gun song somehow.
These precious waters, I'm going to christen this boat the Mark Twain.
Mark Twain would hate you for wasting that liquor.
And it starts on its daily trips up and down the rivers of the world. Of America, that is.
Same basic thing, right?
It's done. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I've got other places to go.
I gotta rethink my entire life, in
Joe
fact.
Fowler up there in the wheelhouse looks like they're getting ready to shove off, so I better... Goodbye, Irene.
I'll see you in my naps.
Everybody, have a good ride.
I gotta clear the blast zone. This whole thing's gonna go up any second.
Take her away, Admiral. Goodbye. Have a good trip.
Has Mickey destroyed the dragon yet? We're waiting for our cue.
And for that, I am the captain of the old Mark Twain.
Liberty Films presents It's a Wonderful Life.
What's that icy-looking berg thing up ahead? Probably nothing.
You know, Speed 2 is better than I remember.
There's no earthly way of knowing.
When do they go down below and make musical instruments out of the farm animals?
I have a wonderful view of the Mark Twain as she gets ready to start on her maiden voyage. The Mark Twain, a proud symbol of that romantic era.
Mr. Disney, tear down this boat.
The turning paddle wheels brought new people, new customs.
The camera's this way, Mr. President.
St. Louis and Natchez.
This is the worst Viking funeral I've ever seen.
Oh, there's the camera. Well, anyway.
And the riverboat even brought a new kind of music up the river from the city where the blues were born.
Vancouver.
No.
Oh.
Style was king. New Orleans.
Home of Disney's 9th best animated princess movie.
It's Whitey McMilktoast and the Slumming Animators.
Comings again isn't great. It's the real thing, all right.
As far as you know.
Right now we're in a street, just like in New Orleans.
Or any city, really.
For Walt Disney for you. And standing right here behind me is probably the most famous little Dixieland band in the world.
And by the world, I mean Burbank. And by Dixieland, I mean Disneyland. You really shouldn't listen to me.
Spot where this beat was born. The Barrel House, the blues. So take it away, Firehouse 5. Burn it up, boy.
Burn it all up. I've had it with this world. Little bastards wouldn't know it. Oh, shit, I'm still on.
We've stumbled into Spike Lee's Bamboozled.
Nice dance, but it needs more firearms.
Don't believe me, just watch!
Man, Gary Coleman had to take some really shitty jobs in his later years.
Everybody, everybody, everybody wants to be a cat.
Hallelujah!
Everybody.
Free cocaine for everyone!
Don't you hate it when you got a fast pass for something and your path is blocked by a dance number?
Oh no.
Oh.
And there's Aunt Jemima.
You're not making this easy on us, 50s.
Meanwhile, in a streetcar named Desire...
No, don't. That railing is decorative.
The Three Stooges were surprisingly convincing in drag.
Expecto Patronum!
Sorry, ladies, we're out of beads. Here's some apples.
You know, this first Girls Gone Wild video was kind of lackluster.
So this was the 50s version of sex, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know why they had to close Brothel Land. It had the best rides in the park.
And the fight is on!
37 people lost their lives in the Great Jazz Riots of '56.
Then pirates broke down and ate the tourists. It's very sad.
Now back to Bob's Coming.
It's Bob Cummings.
I know what I said.
Folks, as you can see, I'd like to stay here at the Mardi Gras forever.
Who invented this Lent bullshit anyway?
The Western Station right away, and we don't want to miss that. It's taking us to...
Oh no, the animators are going on strike again.
On the train, Ronnie Reagan.
Ronnie Reagan, future president.
Thank you, Bob Cummings.
Meanwhile, in Hawaii...
Thanks, Bob. This is the Western Railway Station.
It's time to play Where's Regan?
Disneyland Freight. And it's on its way now, leaving from...
Have you spotted him yet, kids? He's in there somewhere.
To Tomorrowland.
There he is. Regan turned into a train.
Ronald Reagan coming down the track, gonna sell some crack, gonna arm Iraq.
And the fascinating world of the future in the year 1986.
I'll probably be a worthless has-been by then.
Okay, who turned on the Brad Bird movie?
I'd like to read these few words of dedication. A vista into a world of wondrous ideas.
Like even more rides based on movies.
I thought I got a signal.
Never mind, we'll do it live. We'll do it live!
We are live.
Communist! I'll name all your names!
Before our preview of Tomorrowland, I'd like to read these few words of dedication.
Defenestration, peppermint, and
A
hat.
world of wondrous ideas, signifying man's achievement.
Walt, the signal really did just cut out.
With predictions of constructive things to come.
Walt, nobody can hear
Tomorrow
you.
offers new frontiers in science, adventure, and ideals.
You've been talking to nobody for 10 minutes.
The challenge of outer space.
Walt, there is no park.
and
Wake
the hope
up.
for a peaceful and unified world.
Just like the real 1986.
Oh god, the Tiki Room's gone rogue. They're attacking Tippi Hedren.
Those doves are, ladies and gentlemen, I hope, the harbingers of peace for the world of tomorrow.
By 1986, we'll be able to hear what it sounds like when they cry.
1986. That's way ahead.
It's your kids, Disney! Something's gotta be done about Epcot!
And the time of its arrival will be recorded on a futuristic clock like this one.
You guys still filming?
Stupid referees.
The exact time on any spot on the earth. Yes.
Sorry I'm
this
late.
is Tomorrowland. And it's not a stylized dream of the future.
Not until we want to make it profitable.
Projection of future techniques.
Extreme close-up of a ball-bearing compass.
Now, whether you visit this spot, the spaceport of the future,
Or just regular today cars.
trip to the moon, or perhaps you go to see the Circle-Rama, that's a motion picture screen that completely encircles the audience.
But it only shows that still of a futuristic turkey baster.
Powered ship poised to blast off into outer space.
Edited by Darren
Living
Aronofsky.
predictions of things to come. Well,
Cars.
further out, just beyond here, next to Tomorrowland, is Autotopia.
Designed by the Imagineers.
Future. Art Linkletter will be along shortly to tell you all about it.
Oh god, the Chinese have taken over. This really is the future!
Oh well, let's go ride Mystic Manor.
We're Jews out in space.
48 states.
we done yet?
The flag's now being unfurled, the efficient colors of the 48 states of this nation.
Poor Sap's so drunk he's talking into a turkey leg.
Scouts handle this ceremony because these boys,
He's got antenna! It's the future!
the world of tomorrow belongs to them.
Why didn't I get to make out with a dancer?
Take you into the future again, and the aluminum exhibit.
Run by the Illuminati.
Telescope. Bob Cummings, take it away.
And tell me who the hell I am.
Well, we have here several exhibits that show you all about an atomic chain reaction.
Hey guys, what y'all talking about? Magic or something?
Here I have in my hand
I was only following orders!
Professor Haber. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you...
But I'll probably prevent him too.
This was Bob Cummings' first time speaking.
And I'm sure you will remember him from Walt Disney's Tomorrowland.
He was George Clooney's ass double.
Experiment to show us here as we stand in front of this giant aluminum telescope which was built especially for the Disneyland show.
Okay, are we sure that Bob Cummings isn't just an Andy Daly character?
That I have here an atom of uranium.
I see.
But of course, it's only loaded mousetrap.
I see.
It is. But the two things have one in common. They contain energy.
I see.
Can be released by a trigger like this.
Science.
Oh, yeah. You could say that this is splitting atom.
Yes, we have that around home.
I know what you're talking about. Who says I don't?
Yes,
my daughter.
Very nice. Nice to see you,
But
kid.
now, when an atom splits, it releases two neutrons.
Molecules.
The famous atomic particles that are found in the interior of atomic nuclei. If they split, they are given off, like this.
Planetarium.
Yes, you're giving off right toward the camera, too.
Yes, people are very much interested in these things.
That's the spirit.
Here in Tomorrowland, we are presently preparing a show for you that tells all about the atom.
The prequel to All About Eve.
The atomic age will be like in the future.
I see.
You see, nature's energy comes from the
Pythagorean
atom,
theorem.
Through atomic
Large
energy,
Hadron Collider.
we get solar heat. And through
Hubble
sunshine,
telescope.
clouds and rain, we are getting
Flux
water
capacitor.
power. And with
Sciencey
water power,
words.
we produce electricity for our show.
Skynet.
Now, soon we can do this in a shortcut with the atomic
Lots of science.
fires that will be able to produce for us
Witchcraft.
electricity. Now to show you how a pie looks
Aunt
inside,
Jemima.
I have here on this table
Hail Satan.
over 100 mouse traps.
This is what I will do to
And they're all
Mickey.
loaded and ready to go. Now you can imagine what happens if I throw just one neutron
2012 Mayan
ping-pong ball
prophecy.
into this pile of loaded traps. It triggers one,
I am become death,
it gives
destroyer
off
of worlds.
neutrons, and
Look
it
upon my
triggers
works in
further,
despair.
and finally, the
It's
whole
good to have
pile will
hobbies.
go off in a few seconds.
Well, that's amazing.
And this is a chain reaction. Would you
I
like
kissed
to
a girl
start it?
today.
Let me ask you something. How much you think I could bench press?
Say, why don't we just have your son standing right here, Doctor? Why don't you start the chain reaction of the ping pong ball to demonstrate to our audience?
Okay. Stay back, everybody.
The first fireworks show was a tad underwhelming.
Try again.
Try again.
Kermit's eyes! No!
Kermit the Frog directs a Serbian film.
Now, what you have seen here with the mouse traps and the ping pong balls.
I'm still here
is an
too.
important part of your future. The power of the atom.
Heat stroke is fun!
Be certain that you use it wisely.